DJI is not going to be at NAB. We're going to talk about what's going on and what they have planned for the future in the video coming up. What's going on, guys? I'm Brett Caramello with brettcaramello.com, and if you haven't done so, please subscribe to my channel so you can get more news, tips, reviews about DJI gear and drones to help you become a better content creator. So I was a little surprised when I heard that DJI wasn't going to be at NAB. Obviously, they've been there the last few years, and since they're the leader in consumer drones, everyone kind of expects them to be there, and that isn't the case this year. So what's going on? So I read an article over the weekend by Drone DJ, and in this article, I'm gonna read what Adam Lisberg, the corporate communications director for DJI North America, said about DJI's plans for not being at NAB and then what's going on. Okay, so this is what Adam Lisberg told Drone DJ. We've had a traditional booth at NAB and other large events for the last several years, but we've decided to refocus our promotion strategy. We're evaluating the best way to support the professional imaging market and our pro customers, so we're considering alternative options. We're going to explore other ways to reach this customer base and demonstrate our support for them. So, okay, so let's break this down. What's going on? So it sounds like NAB hasn't been the best promotional strategy for DJI. If it was, they would be there. So it seems like them doing their own separate launch seems to get more attention. That's my first takeaway from this. The other takeaway is that they're gonna go after the pro market. So remember when I had that sort of rumor speculation type video? I don't like to do too many of those, and I guess this one is another one, but it is news that DJI is not in NAB. A few weeks ago, I made a video about this product that DJI was coming out. It looks like a high-end video camera. I suspect it will have an X7. Maybe they're gonna have an X8 or some type of full frame lens on it. You can see on the side that looks like an X7 lens, and obviously that's a crop sensor 1.5. So I know everyone's into full frame, so I imagine DJI is trying to go towards that. If it's not, it still will be able to shoot 4K RAW with the Apple ProRes and 6K in Cine DNG, I'm sure, or something better than that. So my hunch, this very well could be a possibility. That video that I made a few weeks ago, now it seems more likely based on what this representative for DJI North America said. And I read another article online and I can't seem to find it. I don't know whether DJI said something and they deleted it, but I could have sworn that they said that they were gonna release a new product towards the end of April, maybe a few weeks after NAB. I'm certain I read it last week. I read it sometime and now I cannot find it. So I don't know what happened, but my gut feeling is that DJI will release a new product this month. What exactly it is, I don't think it's gonna be the Phantom 5. I think that's gonna come out later. I think this could very well be that high-end video camera or a high-end lens that you can use with the Inspire 2 and possibly with the Phantom 5 at a later point. My other hunch was that a new Spark would come out, but after hearing this, Spark is not a professional drone, so obviously that goes out the window. They're not gonna come out with that. A new Osmo or Ronin, now they had the Ronin S, they're not gonna come out with something like that. And the Osmo Pocket is still relatively new, so I don't see anything like that. So the only options are really something like a Phantom 5, which I don't suspect. Everything I've heard is that it's gonna come out later. So that really narrows it down to like the Inspire 2 or like Enterprise, but Enterprise is usually not a huge announcement. That's usually on the side because most people don't care about Enterprise drones because most people A, can't afford them, and B, they don't do that type of work. That's very specialized. It's a very specialized niche. That narrows it down to the Inspire 2 or this new like high-end video camera. So it's interesting. This is no April Fool's. This is just my opinion, of course. One thing I will say, I'm not really disappointed too much that the Phantom 5 hasn't come out yet because I want it to be really good. I want DJI really to target the professional cinematographer. So if that means they got to spend some extra time to get the interchangeable lenses and other features that they want to put on that, that's fine with me. Because quite honestly, they made their consumer drones so good. The Phantom 4 and the Mavic 2 Pro are so good that I use those for commercial work and it gets the job done. I'm really happy with it. I'm pleased. So if they want to take their time, I'm fine with that. I know a lot of you guys out there are frustrated, but I think you should take a minute just to be grateful and happy for the technology that we have. I try to remind myself that every day. Even though on this channel I'm always coming out with new equipment reviews and tutorials and things like that, I do appreciate the gear that I have and the technology that we have right at this moment. So that's how I approach it. Next month, I am going to be releasing my first complete tutorial series. It's going to be involving DJI drones. I'm not going to talk a lot about it now, but I just want to give you a heads up. I've been working really hard behind the scenes on this long tutorial series. That's why I haven't been posting quite as much lately. And I'll tell you more about it as we get closer to May. As always, I do appreciate your support for this channel. Hope you guys have a great day. Remember, siempre pa'lante, nunca atrás.